Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how the Q&A feature and synonyms work in Power BI, and why mastering these tools can make your reports a whole lot friendlier and smarter, especially for users who might not be experts in Power BI or even super familiar with your data model. By the end of this video, you'll be able to set up natural language querying and make your dashboards much more interactive and accessible. So let's jump right in. First, let's talk about what Q&A actually is in Power BI. Imagine you're working with a report, and instead of hunting through menus or clicking a bunch of filters, you could just ask your data a question like show sales by region and instantly get a visual answer, no coding or technical know-how needed. That's the magic of Q&A. Think of it like a search box, but for your business data. You type what you want to know in plain English, and Power BI goes behind the scenes to build a visual for you. For example, say your data model includes columns for region and sales. If you type total sales by region, Power BI will pop up a bar chart breaking down sales for each region without you having to create a single manual visualization. Honestly, it's one of the fastest ways to get insights, and it's perfect for meetings or brainstorming sessions where time is tight and decisions need to be made on the fly. Now let's talk about synonyms because they're a real game changer for making Q&A even smoother. Here's the thing, not everyone uses the same language to describe data. Maybe your table has a column called revenue, but someone else on your team is more comfortable with terms like sales, turnover, or even just income. This is where synonyms come in handy. You can teach Power BI to recognize those alternative words just like a human would. So the next time someone types sales by region, Power BI will know to look at the revenue column, even though its label doesn't actually say sales. It's like giving your data a little vocabulary lesson so it understands everyone better, no matter how they phrase their question. Let's make this clearer with a quick example using a simple table. Imagine we have a sales table with just two columns, region and revenue. Let's say the data in region is north, south, east, and west, and for revenue, the values are 1200, 1500, 800, and 1000. Simple, right? These basics are often what users need to query, how much each region is making or what the total revenue looks like. Alright, so how do you actually use Q&A in Power BI? Once you're in your Power BI report, go to the Insert tab and choose the Q&A visual. It usually looks like a little question mark inside a box. Once you add this visual to your canvas, a text box appears. Now you can type things like total revenue to immediately get a card showing the sum or revenue by region. And just like that, a bar chart appears. The magic of seeing a visual appear as you type can be really satisfying, especially if you're presenting or need to answer questions in real time. But to really unlock the power of Q&A, you want to make sure synonyms are set up. Here, jump into the model view in your Power BI file. Select the table you want to add synonyms to, go to the Properties pane, and then look for the Advanced section. There you'll find an option for synonyms. Suppose you're working with that revenue column I mentioned earlier. Simply add sales, turnover, and income as synonyms. From now on, when anyone uses those words in their Q&A, Power BI automatically maps their question to the correct column, keeping the experience both forgiving and smart. Why does all this matter? Simple. It makes your reports way more approachable for everyone, not just the data pros. It helps users get what they need using their own language, which means fewer roadblocks and more self-service analytics. And when your reports are easier to use, more people actually adopt them, which is exactly what you want for a successful business intelligence rollout. If you found this walkthrough helpful, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you have any questions or want to see more Power BI tips, leave a comment below. And of course, subscribe so you don't miss any future tutorials. Thanks for watching and happy data exploring.